Yep.
Okay, let's test your sound.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. You guys hearing me?
So you're unmuted. There's an orange button right next to you.
Which? Testing.
Okay. Right. Perfect. You can mute. Okay. So we're good. You good? Sure? Yeah. Right. Sure? She went to the hospital. She went to I asked you guys if they had anybody they could spare. Okay. All right. So if we want to stay out of the red with the audio, so you can adjust that down if it seems too hot. Get it into the audio. You good? Rockstar. Okay, now when we go to break, we'll mute up here, but you run, you got ads and stuff. You can run it half line, you can run some content and down. Travis, you good now? All right. Ref all set to go? Yeah. Beautiful. All right, man.
Are you gonna be on the left or the right?
Yeah, I'm used to that. It's like driving a car. I'm sorry. All right.
I'll switch your waters.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's totally good.
Is this you?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Saguaro, pretty much the same starters.
Saguaro.
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 Garrett Martin is out there.
He's out?
Yeah. Everything else is pretty much the same.
Okay.
Chaminade.
Yep.
Number 9, Cameron Floyd is getting started today.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Saguaro High School, host site of tonight's big game. I can't say it anything other than that. It's a big game. My name is Vince Delisio with the Varsity Sports Show, joined tonight by my broadcast partner for the evening, Mr. Mason Byers. Mason, you had a chance to go down, chat with the coaches. What's your overall sense, your feeling of what you experienced down on the field?
Well, the SaberCats, we talked to Coach Kelly. We're going to run that in a little bit, but said they had a great week of practice. It's going to be a big game for both these teams. Whoever comes out and gets that win for them, going to get their first of the season. That's huge pressure off each of their backs. And the SaberCats definitely are looking to get their first one. A nice young rebuilding team, but they're doing great. And then Chaminade, coming all the way from California, they're looking to make a statement here in Arizona.
You know, Chaminade, traditionally a powerhouse program, just like Saguaro. And also looking for their first win of the season, just like Saguaro, except these guys traveled over 350 miles to come out and play some football. So it's going to be a very compelling, very interesting matchups tonight. Of course, as we know with the Saguaro SaberCats, they're in a rebuilding phase, and when you combine that with what is arguably one of the top 10 toughest schedules in the country for high school football, the second year of the 2-year block, it makes for quite a rebuilding project here, and so it should make for an interesting game. Same thing on the other hand with Chaminade. They're coming in, and they're coming here to win. Saguaro is coming here tonight to get their first win, so we'll see what happens. We're going to turn it over to the national anthem. Okay, as the officials are heading out to midfield, I'm just, we do a lot of things. Sometimes we like to joke around a little bit. Sometimes we like to keep it light. But I truly need to test the ref microphone, so bear with me, folks, as I turn on their mic. We don't know what they're going to say on the other end, but let's see.
Referee Jeff Martin. That's you. Umpire Ken Adams.
Hey, that's you.
Headline judge.
All right, we know that works. Okay, perfect. So the refs are at midfield. Their microphones work. We are all set up here in the box here at Saguaro High School, home of the SaberCats. And you folks in Southern California tuning in, thanks for joining us here on the SaberCat Network, as well as the NFHS Game of the Week here on a Friday night. Thanks again for tuning in with the Varsity Sports Show crew, and should make for a dandy. We are so excited to bring you some great football action tonight, wherever you're watching from.
I have to say, I think Saguaro has one of the best backdrops in all of the stadiums. I mean, the skyline, the mountain is just amazing. I love it here in Scottsdale.
Number 3, Logan Carpenter.
Okay.
Number 6, Miles Wilson.
Throughout the evening, we are going to hear from our field correspondents all around the state of Arizona covering other games for us through the wonders of technology. So we look forward to presenting
Honorary captain for Chaminade.
their games.
Cardinal wide receiver Michael Wilson. Captains for Saguaro, number 6, Elias Johnson. Number 22, Brady Cochran.
Captains are at midfield, and we'll also
Whitaker.
get the ref talking to the captains.
As a result of the coin toss, Chaminade.
Let's make them big.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like Chaminade is going to be kicking it away. Or, excuse me, they're going to be receiving the ball.
Saguaro will be kicking and defending the south end zone.
So we're going to get a first look at that Chaminade offense. So that's going to be really interesting. I got to talk to the coach earlier. Cameron Pooley is going to get the start for them today. It was between him or Ari Sykes. Cameron Pooley is a sophomore quarterback, so the duel of underclassmen quarterbacks is going to be a great matchup to see tonight.
As the SaberCats head out to the field, the Chaminade doing the same, getting some final stretching.
I'm just excited for. I think it's going to be the best game for both of these teams. I think they're both hungry, ready to get going, and I think both teams know what's at stakes here tonight. So I think we're going to see a really high intense, high competitive football game, and I'm really excited.
We have a strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and above all, good sportsmanship. We appreciate your recognition of the values being taught at this event.
We're going to get a first look at that Chaminade running attack as well. Coach talked to us before the game, said that's their main focus on offense, is to make sure play smash mouth football and run the ball down the other team's line, and sets up for play action. So let's see if they start going with that here in the first drive.
All right, here we go. Kicking off for the SaberCats, number 44, Ivan Dionisio Salgado on the return. 19, that is Elias Holloway, and Chaminade will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, so we're going to see Cameron Pooley, his first drive here with the team, as well as they have a big rushing attack, lots of different running backs they use in their offense, so I'm excited to see who they go with the most here to start. Under center,
Pooley. Pistol formation, receiver split out wide. Single back in the backfield. Pooley gives inside, making his way, driving ahead, gaining 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we're going to expect a lot of tonight. They're going to try to set up that run game, especially, and then get Cameron Pooley going on with the play action.
Jackson Tyler on the carry. Trip set now, and on the swing into the backfield, Tyler caught and tackled immediately by number 3, Darius LeMade.
That was just a great play concept there from Chaminade. A little swing route, get your offense set up for a 3rd and short as they're running high-tempo offense now.
Reception made by number 7. Jackson Tyler, tackled by number
3rd down and 3. Pooley. Receiver in motion, and the give, and the flag is down. We'll find out the call.
Prior to the snap, offside, defense, number 58, line up in the neutral zone, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
And there you have it. So now we have a 1st down.
Yeah, you just don't want to see that early on in the game. Luckily enough, though, it's the first drive, so get those mistakes out of the way early.
1st and 10 Eagles. Pooley. And the quick toss to the tight end. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Might be a slight loss. I think they're just putting the ball right back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Running a hurry-up offense here.
Receiver once again in motion. Tyler out of the backfield. Correction. Niles Davis quickly stopped right in the middle. Little stopgap, and that was 22 in on the tackle.
Yeah, Niles Davis is that main running back, averaging 48 yards a game for the Eagles, so definitely expect them to go to him a lot, as well as some of the other ones like number 7, Jackson Tyler. But great pressure to start here, I feel like, for the SaberCats. They're making sure the quarterback has to give the ball off early or do a little check down pass.
Brady Cochran in on the stop. 3rd and 8. Pistol set, trips formation for the Eagles. Pooley waits the snap. Pooley back to pass. Goes over the top, isolated receiver, and the ball is thrown out of bounds, incomplete.
I just have to say, I watched Coach Kelly before that play, and man, does he have a lot of energy. He was jumping up and down before the play even started. He knew his defense was going to come up big for them, and SaberCats are going to have the opportunity to get the ball and see what the freshman quarterback Zealand Danielson can do, starting his 4th game as a varsity player.
4th down. Great hang time on the punt, and safe caught right about inside the 15-yard line by Mason Whitaker. SaberCats will have it 1st and 10.
I'm excited to see what Danielson's going to do on his first drive. I feel like every game he's growing. I feel like Coach Kelly and him are growing together as, freshman quarterback and then rookie head coach. So I'm really excited to see what they draw up today, especially because Coach said they had a great week of practice and they're coming in prepared and they're ready to win.
Fielded by Mason Whitaker.
Here we go. Said quarterback, number 15, Zealand Danielson, 6'2 freshman.
At the 13-yard line.
Shotgun formation. 4 receivers split out wide for the SaberCats on 1st and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line. Back in motion. Danielson drops back, keeps, runs. He's got wheels, and he slides for a gain of what looks to be about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I just saw his offensive coordinator was pretty happy that he didn't take a hit there. Coaches do not like when their quarterback gets hit, so great slide there and great awareness by the quarterback.
2nd down. Trip set for the SaberCats. Danielson back to pass, tucks it away and runs once again. Gains a couple more. Stopped on the play, bottom of the pile. Let's see who's getting up. And that is number 10 for the Eagles, which is Hudson Manning.
Yeah, that was just great pressure there by the Eagles. Danielson didn't really have much to do. He tried to go back up the middle again, but they pretty much closed all the gaps for him to run through.
3rd down.
Coach looks like he's switching up the play here.
As Danielson awaits the snap, sprints out to his right, looks, throws to the out. It's Mason Whitaker. And close to a 1st down. Let's see if he gets the spot. Yes, he does. 1st and 10 SaberCats. Great field awareness by Whitaker.
That was a great play call there. Get your quarterback in a bootleg and just give him something easy.
Once again, up to the line of scrimmage. Danielson, quick toss, and on the miss.
Obviously, it was a drop, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing here from their offense so far. They're just trying to make it easy for their freshman quarterback. Easy reads, like bootlegs, and then just if he can't find anything, try to get some yards with his legs. I think he's doing a great job so far.
2nd and 10. Ty Strazier in the backfield for the SaberCats. 4 receivers split out wide with Danielson. Danielson gives to Strazier. Ty, and tackled right away by Leroy Lewis.
Now we're going to have a 3rd and long coming up here. They had a great 3rd down play just a couple of moments ago. Let's see if they can draw up something good here. I think worst case scenario, just try to get to your star receiver and Mason Whitaker or his brother Aiden Whitaker and see if they can make a play.
3rd and 9. Saguaro hungry for a win here in the about a quarter way through the season. And Danielson, with the hard count, looks back to the sideline. Strazier in the backfield. Tight set for the Cats. Danielson back to pass, looks, throws over the top, and nearly picked off.
Man, what a play drawn up there by the SaberCats. It didn't catch it, obviously, but great protection there from the offensive line. I think that's something to look for, but Danielson just couldn't get the ball there in time, but wasn't picked off.
Mason, there's times that Danielson shows flashes of being a senior that's been starting for 5 years. I mean, it is incredible what kind of potential this young man has. Great punt. Takes a SaberCat bounce and will be downed inside the 25-yard line where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10.
You know, I think luckily for Danielson, though, like I said earlier, him and Kelly are kind of learning together, obviously. Kelly being a first-time head coach here for the SaberCats. And I think they're going to grow together, and I think, like we said, he obviously is a freshman, but he shows flashes of being a senior. And I think he's only going to get better as the season progresses.
Oh, no doubt. And surrounding himself with a strong supporting cast as well. 1st and 10 Eagles. Quarterback once again Cameron Pooley. Pooley, the sophomore, 6'2". Talk about a youth movement. Pooley, the quick handoff inside. Redirecting is Davis. Davis to the sideline. Finally pushed out of bounds. In on the stop.
Yeah, that was
21.
That was a great play there by Niles Davis. There was nothing to his right side. He cut it back and found a hole and just burst right through it.
Kydell Stone for the SaberCats in on the tackle. 2nd down and short. Pooley back to pass, goes to the right, overthrows the intended target on the outside.
I just kind of want to bring up something you said earlier. I think it's the youth movement. I think it's interesting that we have 2 underclass freshmen starting here on Friday Night Lights. So I think we're going to see some mistakes, but I think we're going to see a lot of great potential that both of these programs are excited for their future.
100%. A lot of excitement. 3rd down and 1. Pooley under center now. Pooley and the toss to Davis in the backfield does just enough and then some. Still on his feet, dragging players with him.
Wow, what a run there by Davis. Coach Machuca definitely told us their offense is centered around that ground game, and he's been doing that since he got hired in December 2021, his 3rd year with the program.
Pooley, another toss, same play to Davis in the backfield, right up the middle, and we've got a flag.
see who this is going to be against.
Block below the waist. Illegal block below the waist, defense number 6. Personal foul, illegal block below the waist, number 6, defense, 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run, first down.
Oh, that's tough. You know, real estate is hard to come by, whether it's with homes, land, and yardage. But yeah.
I definitely feel that on the real estate thing. 15 yards is a brutal penalty, as the Eagles are now going to be in SaberCat territory halfway through the first quarter.
1st and 10 Eagles, ball on the SaberCat 35-yard line, ball on the left hash. Tight set here for Chaminade, receiver up top. Pooley under center. Pooley back to pass, turns, throws to the isolated receiver on the right, and it's a touchdown.
Man,
35 yards.
That was just a good play design there by the Eagles. It looked like he was going to check it down to his tight end, but he trusts his receiver right there, and he made a good play.
Devin Olande from 35 yards.
You know, I think they've been waiting to set up that play action. Obviously, run, and then take the deep shot on that first down play. So the Eagles with a great second drive there, as the SaberCats are going to look to respond.
And awaiting the extra point attempt. Carter Silbell. Kick is up. And no good to the right. So with that, the Eagles with a 6-0 lead halfway through the first quarter here on the SaberCat Network. Vince and Mason will be right back.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
And we are back. All right. Well, so Mason, your assessment of the first drive here for the Eagles?
I thought it was a great first drive. I mean, they smash mouthed their way to the SaberCats 35 and used that play action bootleg. They draw it up to hit their main receiver, Olande.
Okay, well, we've got a touchback.
That will actually be Olande's 3rd touchdown. He leads the team this year in receiving touchdowns. Definitely Pooley's favorite target. So I think Kelly, who's definitely a defensive-minded coach, is going to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Saguaro SaberCat Football Foundation would like to thank our 2024 founding level sponsor, McCrae Specialty Services.
All right, well, SaberCats, 1st and 10 from the 20. Zealand Danielson, the running back in the game. Elias Johnson, we'll be calling his name a lot tonight. And 4 receivers split out wide for Saguaro. Eagles show blitz. Danielson back to pass, scans the field, dumps off to Johnson along the right side, still on his feet. Finally steps out of bounds. May have gone out a little bit earlier. Yep, right about the 25.
You're definitely right about calling Johnson's name. He's averaging 60 yards a game here for the SaberCats, over 5 yards a carry, so it's very efficient running from him. So expect them to go to him a lot today.
2nd down. Danielson to Johnson along the right side, gained a few more. And he has a 1st down.
I have to say, the SaberCats are blocking phenomenally right now. Great pull there by the guard and the receivers there to make sure that Johnson had a hole to run through and pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10, SaberCats. And in just a moment, we'll hear from one of our field correspondents after this play. Danielson goes over the top, overthrows his intended target. We're going to head over to Valley Vista High School tonight, where the Mountain View Toros are at Valley Vista, and our very own Jace Granke. Jace, what's going on out there?
Penalty flag on the play.
Hey, Vince. Well, Valley Vista got the ball first. It was a quick 3-and-out, and then Mountain View got the ball on the punt, and it took them 3 plays to get the scoring started. Valley Vista came back with a one-play 75-yard touchdown to tie it up. And then Mountain View just scored again to take a 15-6 lead. And that's where we're at right now.
Awesome, Jace. We'll check in with you throughout the game. So, Toros with a 15-6 lead at Valley Vista. Thanks, Jace.
Thank you.
All right, well.
Sounds like a back-and-forth game to start so far over there. So
the Toros hungry to pick up another win on the season.
There was a PI play or pass interference against the Chaminade Eagles as well.
Okay, on 1st and 10, Johnson right along the left side, brought down quickly by Hudson Manning.
I have to ask you, Vince, how do you get like a young quarterback going? Like Zealand Danielson, obviously his 4th game, but like what's something you think they should be going to get him like more comfortable as the game starts?
A lot more Elias Johnson. And that's the one thing they struggled with last week is they couldn't set up the run, so they relied on Danielson. Danielson, of course, trying to carry it all and even tried running the ball himself at times and when the routes weren't open. So, yeah, a lot of Elias Johnson. And the give to Johnson along the right side gains about 3 more, and 22 in on the stop for the Eagles. That is Peter Atala.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Johnson we're seeing so far and to start this drive. So definitely a good job by the SaberCats, making sure they're running the ball. And if they can't stop it, then keep going to it. And that's exactly what they're doing as they are near the midfield mark.
3rd down. Danielson, shotgun formation. Receiver in motion, that's Grant Williams. Danielson sprints to his left, searches, goes over the top, finds Johnson, who gets decked right out of bounds. Number 6, Miles Wilson for the Eagles.
Interesting play design there by the SaberCats. Looked like Danielson was rolling left with a bootleg, and then he kind of spinned around and had a defender right in his face and just kind of had to throw it to Johnson there. It looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Interesting. So on 4th and 6, and
timeout. Chaminade, they're first.
Okay, well,
I have to say, either way, if they don't go, if they keep going, if they do go for it, or if they don't at this point, Coach Kelly just made a veteran move there. It doesn't look like he's a rookie head coach because he just made the Eagles waste a timeout already. So great job by Kelly catching the Eagles off guard.
I got to tell you, Mason, you're a real observant tactician of the game. So, yes, that definitely not a rookie coach move there. So, anyway, and with that, the Eagles with a 6-0 lead here on 4th and 6 for the SaberCats.
I like the aggressive play call. I think the SaberCats are ready to put some more points on the board and just for their season and get a win. And I think you do that by being aggressive, and I think Coach Kelly feels the same way. See how it goes here as the Eagles called a timeout to prepare their defense.
Danielson awaits the snap. Resets. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. And the pooch punt. And fair caught by Logan Carpenter. Interesting strategy there, but some good field position for the SaberCat defense.
I think that was a great play there by the SaberCats. I mean, you got the Eagles to waste a timeout and honestly pin them inside their own 20, so it's a good punt. And the Eagles had to waste a timeout, so Great job there by Kelly, kind of confusing the Eagles and doing a little trick punt there with their quarterback. As the Eagles look to get back on offense with quarterback Cameron Pooley.
Pooley, shotgun formation. Twin receivers top of your screen. Back to pass. Pooley sprints to his
Riley
right.
Garcia.
That's going to be an incomplete pass there for Pooley. Try to hit his running back in the check down, but couldn't find them there. As it's going to set up a second down now.
Intended for number 85, Chris Cordero.
We're going to hear from another one of our field correspondents shortly. Stay tuned as we go into the next play. It is second down for the Eagles. Pistol set. Twin receivers bottom of your screen. Single receiver isolated up top. As Pooley looks to the sideline. Pooley.
Looks like they're switching up the play here.
Running out of time. Has to make a decision. Sends a receiver in motion. Pooley gives. Diving right up the middle. Johnson in on the stop for the SaberCats. And that was number 7, Jackson Tyler.
Great running so far by the
Second
Eagles.
down. Pistol set. Give once again to Tyler. Tyler along the right side. Sprints to the sideline. Finds a little bit of open field. Squirts through. Finally out of bounds. First down, Eagles.
That's the thing with this Eagles offense. They got a lot of playmakers in that backfield there. Switching up from Niles Davis to Jackson Tyler. So SaberCats are definitely going to need to look to seal those edges and make sure they don't let up any more big plays like that.
First and 10, Eagles. As the official resets the football. Pooley looks to the sideline. Finally steps back to pass. Pooley scrambles, still on his feet, running, and slides for another first down. First and 10, Eagles.
Looks like they're going to call it a little bit short because it's where it looks like he started his slide a couple yards short, and pocket broke down, but Pooley made sure he picked up some yardage with his legs.
Actually, second and 3. Pooley scrambles to his left, throws, finds Davis, can't hang on to it. We're going to go over to Desert Vista High School in Ahwatukee, where our very own Riley Garcia is reporting. Big game, Desert Vista hosting Hamilton. Riley, what's going on?
Well, Hamilton actually just scored a second touchdown while I was waiting here, so they are now up 14-3 over Desert Vista.
First quarter, second quarter, where are we in the game?
We are 3 minutes left here in the first quarter, and Desert Vista is about to get the ball here on the kickoff.
Okay. Tyler sprints upfield, and Riley Garcia once again from Desert Vista High School, where the Hamilton Huskies lead Desert Vista 14-3. Thanks, Riley.
Thank you.
Hurry up tempo offense here for the Eagles.
And Tyler once again through the line, and another first down, stopped by Johnson.
It looks like each different drive they're going to a different running back. Last drive it was a lot of Niles Davis we saw. In this drive it's a lot of Jackson Tyler we saw as they aren't even going. They're going hurry up, no huddles here for the Eagles offense.
Pooley, 2 backs in the backfield for the Eagles. Pooley back to pass, scans the field, goes over the top, finds a receiver. Can he haul it in? He does. Wow, touchdown Eagles, a diving catch.
That was probably one of the most impressive catches I've seen so far this season. It looks like there's going to be a flag on the field, though.
Conduct numbers.
Okay, we'll see.
See if this comes back.
If he wants it now on the kickoff.
Initially ruled a touchdown. There's a penalty on the play.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7, offense. It's a 15-yard penalty. Will be enforced on the kickoff. Touchdown is good. We'll have a try.
Interesting. Well,
even though they scored the touchdown, you still can't have a lot of stuff like that. But Olande again with another touchdown grab. His 4th of the season here. 2nd of the day.
Sobel on the extra point attempt. the Eagles. Kick is up and good. A little bit of shock and awe here early, leading the SaberCats 13-0. We've got another field correspondent out at Cactus Shadows High School up in Cave Creek. Cactus Shadows hosting Anthem Boulder Creek. Chris Zavalos. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, Vince, what's going on? I'm out here live at Cactus Shadows as time is ticking down. 1:18 left in the first quarter. We're all tied up 7-7. In fact, just before I hopped on the phone, we got a Donovan Dixon rushing touchdown for Cactus Shadows to tie it up. But a lot of rushing attacks so far on both sides. A lot of penalties, too, so far, which seems to be a theme in a couple of games that I've been to. But pretty electric night that we have so far, and we're just getting started from what it looks like.
Awesome. Big rivalry, Boulder Creek and Cactus Shadows through the years. Boulder Creek's had the upper hand as of late, but when you have a dynamic young quarterback like Donovan Dixon for the Falcons of Cactus Shadows, anything can happen. So we'll be hearing from Chris throughout the evening. Chris Zavalos and Bella Casey are Cactus Shadows intern, and Chris with Cronkite. Thanks, Chris. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Vince. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Yeah, Donovan Dixon holds multiple D1 offers. Great quarterback over there as the SaberCats look to get something going on offense. At the end of the first quarter.
Sobel. Nice line drive kick into the hands of Whitaker. Mason Whitaker finding a lane along the right side, still on his feet near midfield.
And like I said earlier, get the ball in your playmaker's hands, even on something like a kickoff return. Mason Whitaker, proven to be, I want to say veteran, but an upperclassman for this team, and someone that, a lot of these other students on this team really appreciate. And he's a senior now, so he's definitely been with the program for a bit, and get the ball in his hands, and he's going to do great things. As Zealand Danielson's going to get back on the field for the SaberCats.
You know what I enjoy watching about Coach Darius Kelly is that he lets the offense do their thing. Doesn't matter where they're at in the game. He stays out of the way, and he's a defensive specialist and coached receivers a bit last year, but as well as on the defensive side of the ball. Danielson scrambles, still on his feet, searching, finds a receiver in Mason Whitaker and a first down. Made something out of nothing.
That looked like that looked like a Patrick Mahomes, Caleb Williams USC play.
That was a senior play right there.
That was great.
Wow.
Great balance from him too.
More of that. Bunch set for the SaberCats on first down. Danielson, little pump fake, searches, scans, and can't find a receiver. Does the wise thing, tucks it away, and brought down by 56. That is Braden Hallou.
I just want to go back to that last play. I feel like we didn't get to talk about it too much because they ran hurry up, but again, found his playmaker, Mason Whitaker, and he was waiting for him, and Danielson made the play, and that was probably one of the best plays he's had so far this season. Definitely going to pick up his momentum and confidence here for sure. Great play by the offensive line, too. They're blocking really well so far, the start.
Danielson. Quick pass, nearly thrown into the line of fire. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's going back to what you said earlier. You see some senior plays, you see some freshman plays.
Yeah, that was oh boy.
And, he gets away with one, and I think he's going to learn from that and make sure he doesn't make that mistake again. And as we have third and 10 coming up here for the SaberCats, and definitely need something big here.
Okay. Minute remaining in the first quarter. Danielson back to pass. Sprints to his right, still on his feet, goes over the top, looks for Whitaker. No flag.
Oh, I do see.
There's one down low, but oh my gosh, he was.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Little foul, roughing the passer, number 99. Defense, it's a 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Oh, goodness. And I was thinking pass interference down the field. Whitaker.
I couldn't see what happened with Danielson.
No,
I was too focused on the receiver, but still a good break here for the SaberCats. Is now they're approaching that end zone mark. Something the SaberCats are always eager to get into.
Ty Strazier in the backfield. Trip set for Saguaro. Danielson looks to the sideline, gets the play. Danielson back to pass, scans, goes over the top, inside receiver, overthrows his target, and Grant Williams incomplete.
Sometimes even plays like that, I don't think the coaches and players are obviously, they want to score touchdowns, but sometimes you got to put it out of harm's way. A little overthrown, but he made sure the Eagles players couldn't get it, and only his guy could have a chance on the ball. I'm wondering to see if we're going to see more of that run game. I feel like they've abandoned it a little bit here in this drive, but it is second down, so let's see if they try to get that run game going. Strazier is the running back.
Danielson. 4 receivers out wide. Here come the Eagles. Sprints to his right. Keeps, and it's a nice little gain there. Got back to the line of scrimmage. May have gained 2 yards out of the play. In on the stop, Joaquin Paul.
I think that's a benefit of having a bigger quarterback, 6'2", 215 pounds. Even when that first contact is made, he pushes his legs forward with all that strength he has and picks up a couple extra yards. This is going to be a big third down here for the SaberCats. I think they're going to think about this one. Maybe call a time, or, oh no, excuse me, it's going to be the end of the first quarter. Bring it down to the end of the first quarter. So SaberCats trying to get something going here at the end of the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Saguaro SaberCat Football Foundation would like to thank our 2024 founding level sponsor, Honor Health, the official sports medicine provider for SUSG Athletics.
Well, that's the end of the first quarter with the Chaminade Eagles leading the Saguaro SaberCats 13-0 from Scottsdale, Arizona. And beautiful night for football. My gosh, you talked about the backdrop. I mean, it is, well, it's dark now, but still.
When the sun was still out, the sun was falling behind the mountain. It was a perfect scene. But great weather here for sure. I think that this is football season. I mean, football weather is finally not 110 degrees every day, so I know I'm enjoying it.
So we have a game going on over at Perry High School in Chandler with our very own the Brophy Broncos and our very own Alex Medina, the field correspondent tonight out there. Alex, what's going on?
Yeah, so both teams have the same record, three games that have been won by both teams. Right now the score is currently 10-7. Perry is leading, but Brophy is about to get the ball. Earlier in the first quarter, we saw a touchdown pass to Dalen Sharper from Chase Vanden Bosch. So it's a really close game, but it looks pretty good.
All right, we'll report back a little later on. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Danielson's going to fire it over the middle. It's going to be incomplete, though. I'm excited to see how that game turns out.
Yeah, Brophy at Perry.
It's going to be a big game probably for the rankings later on.
It sure will.
It's like the kicking unit's going to come out here for the SaberCats. Looking like they're just going to take the points that they can get here with the field goal attempt and don't overthink it too much. I think this is an easy decision here for Coach Kelly to try to take your points.
Early in the second quarter, and the SaberCats behind the leg. The attempt falls just short. That was a 44-yard attempt by 44, Ivan Dionisio Salgado, which was short, and the Eagles hanging on to a 13-0 lead. Thanks again for tuning in here on the SaberCat Network with the Varsity Sports Show on the NFHS.
It's definitely always good to be here on Friday Night Lights. I think it's always a joy to be here, and I think I mean, what do you think the SaberCats need to do on defense? I feel like those 2 touchdown drives they had, it was lots of run and then set up that deep shot.
Well, you know, they get creative running little line game stunts inside, and some of that are timed right. Some of them, unfortunately, when you see these draw plays and dive plays by the inside zone by Chaminade, running right into them and gaining some nice yardage. Now here is a gain of 3
it looks like
by Davis.
Yeah, it looks like they're just continuing that ground game. That coach was talking to us. He says he really prides himself on that defense, and offense is really run-centric, and we've seen that a lot so far here from this California squad. Traveling to the desert here on this Friday Night Lights.
Pooley looks, throws over the top. Pass is incomplete.
Great coverage there by the SaberCats. Jaden Wiseman making sure that there's no more deep shots for the Eagles here. Great coverage there by the SaberCats. I kind of want to go back to what he said earlier about Coach Kelly. He said kind of stays out of the way on offense, but as he's a defensive guy, and man, he's got so much energy. I think everyone on this program loves him for that.
Oh, they do. Yeah, he is. He's that and more. He's a good guy. Pooley inside completes the slant to number 5, Elijah Williams. Brought down by Elias Johnson.
Pass intended for number 5.
Looks like the SaberCats are saying that, yep, it's going to be an incomplete pass.
Oh, okay.
I think the ball hit the ground on the way down, and that's going to set up a 4th down here for the Eagles. So great stop for the SaberCats, as it looks like they're going to punt it. The Eagles are going to punt it away. I think that's definitely their best defensive possession so far the SaberCats have had, and I think they just got to keep building off of that, and I think the offense just keeps trying to run the football and set up Danielson for the intermediate game.
On the punt. Booming kick into the hands of Elijah Jackson. Jackson redirects along the left side, still on his feet, finds a lane. Folks, he is on the sideline, still going. Loses the football. What's the call? Waiting.
I'm kind of in shock right now. It was one of the most chaotic plays.
Oh boy, I am tempted to turn that ref mic on.
Gotta know what just happened.
We're awaiting the call here. Let's see what we have.
Looks like they're about to say it.
10.
Touchback.
That is bad. That is brutal.
Oh goodness. Okay, well, while we're waiting for the teams to take the field, we're going to go to our field correspondent down in Tucson, who's at the Palo Verde Tanque Verde game, and that's Ray Cervantes. Ray, what's going on?
How you doing, Vince?
Good.
Yeah, right now it's 10-0 Tanque Verde. They just got a turnover. They're driving.
Okay, any big plays going on out there?
Number 14. Don't have his name off the top of my head, but he's playing quarterback. He got a pick to get the ball back for Tanque Verde, and I think he just broke off. He's breaking off the 30-yard run right now. So yeah, it's going good. Going good for Tanque Verde.
Thank you, Ray Cervantes from Palo Verde High School in Tucson. Palo Verde hosting Tanque Verde in the weekly Southern Arizona National Football Foundation Varsity Sports Show Game of the Week. Thanks, Ray. We'll check in with you again.
Thanks for having me, Vince.
All right.
Tucson crew always does an amazing job down there.
They've got some good games down there.
Yeah.
Douglas and Bisbee, the second oldest rivalry in the country. Are you kidding me? The whole town showed up for that. Here we go.
I think it's so awesome.
Pooley on the pitch. And That was Davis, stopped on the play, in on the tackle, 33 for the SaberCats, Martin Rennie.
While we were talking to Ray, I noticed Coach Kelly went up to Elijah Jackson, didn't get mad, obviously frustrated with how that play went, but I could see him give him a little handshake and a little nod, and probably told him to keep going.
Pooley under center. The toss back to Davis once again. Davis along the left side, still going. Finally driven out of bounds by 19, Delonta Foley.
Great run there by Davis, but also a great tackle there by Foley. Touchdown saving tackle there. Didn't give up on the play, and it was a big play there for the Eagles, but Foley made sure that it wasn't a touchdown or anything else.
Quick game break. Let's go to Valley Vista High School. Valley Vista hosting the Mountain View Toros, and Kaylee Sumner, our intern from Canyon View High School. Kaylee.
Hi. So right now,
I think we just had a big play out there, right?
yes, we did.
Okay. Hold for just a minute, Kaylee. We'll bring you back. All right, along the right sideline, 85. The tight end, Chris Cordero, gets driven out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. What do you have in terms of the big play that just happened out there, Kaylee?
I think that they're doing pretty good right now. That Valley Vista had a 75-yard touchdown. Had a really nice drive to it.
Okay. And that's against the Toros. Okay.
Yes.
Kaylee, we'll check in with you in just a bit. Thank you.
Sounding like that's shaping up to be a great game of the night.
Yeah, in the Northwest Valley.
I think it's just great. We cover so much of Arizona, and we cover all the good games, and I think all our teams do a great job. So as the Eagles are starting to push the ball down the field again with that run game, giving it into the hands of Niles Davis and Jackson Tyler, those main running backs for them. As it looks like it's going to be a timeout for Saguaro. Definitely some defensive adjustments, I think, the SaberCats have made so far. I think Coach Kelly has seen that they're running the football a lot and then trying to set up that play-action pass later on. I think he's playing probably a lot of linebacker blitzes and filling those gaps, make sure those electric running backs don't get anything more than a couple yards.
So, as we see Chaminade moving the ball down the field, obviously a key piece of the puzzle tonight on the SaberCat defense is out in defensive end Garrett Martin, and that is a huge miss tonight for Saguaro, and Chaminade may be playing right into it.
Yeah, when I talked to Coach Kelly before the game, he definitely seemed disappointed that their star defensive lineman Garrett Martin wasn't playing. He leads the team right now in sacks and pressure, so he is definitely a key factor that the SaberCats are missing right now. 2nd down is coming up here for the Chaminade Eagles.
Pooley, trip set, top of your screen. Tyler in the backfield.
Looks like they're switching up the play at the line again.
Pooley back to pass. Scans, had his eyes on the one receiver the entire time, completes to that receiver, turns inside, and it'll be 1st and goal. That was number 12, Andrew Cordero.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. I kind of noticed that too. It seemed like he knew he was going to throw it to him before the play even was snapped. So about a 15-yard out route there for the Eagles. Definitely a design play to go to number 12, Andrew Cordero.
Elijah Jackson, among others, in on the stop. And it'll be 1st and goal. Ball will be placed on the 8-yard line.
The Eagles play an interesting brand of football. They obviously run the football a lot, but their pass plays are usually they like to set up that medium to deep pass game. So the SaberCats got to get pressure here to make sure that Pooley's a little uncomfortable, and they hope he makes a mistake. as they're nearing the end zone.
Number 12, those penalties offset. It'll be first down and goal.
Interesting. Okay.
Looks like both teams had a penalty, but those are going to offset each other. And okay, it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. So those will obviously offset, as we now have. The Eagles are going to, I think they're going to try to run it in here. That's what their offense has relied on. I think the SaberCats are going to try to make a statement up front and say, not in our end zone.
Pooley. The give to Davis. Davis right up the middle. Gained a couple. In on the stop for the SaberCats. Once again, 22, Brady Cochran.
I feel like he's all over the place. I mean, the play recognition on him is quite remarkable. It seems like he knows it's going to happen every play.
You know, it's interesting. Saguaro through the years has had some amazing linebackers that have come through this program, and this year definitely they haven't let up. So Cochran doing a very effective job. Davis stopped, stonewalled.
Wow.
And the ball.
That's a great play there by the SaberCats. I mean, they are making a statement right here as third down's coming up.
Did you see that? The ball just popped out into the hands of the tight end, Chris Cordero.
I think that helped out the SaberCats because I think they lost a couple more yards off that. So
oh, boy.
Definitely worked out for the SaberCats. And
third and goal from the 11. Sorry.
I think they're going to be forced to pass here, Vince. Third down.
Trip set for the Eagles. Pooley back to pass. Goes over the top. Finds a receiver on the crossing route for the touchdown from 11 yards. That's 19. Elias Holloway.
Yeah, that was just a great play design there by the Eagles. Again, another out route there. This time the receiver was lined up on the inside, and Pooley rolled right and found his man. As we await the point after attempt here for the Eagles.
Sobel and flags.
Seemed like a couple of them.
On it, they're going for two now. Illegal substitution. Defense. After distance to the goal. Replay the try.
Oh, goodness. Well, now the heavy set comes in.
Yep, it's going to be a 2-point conversion attempt now because SaberCats are offsides, as you folks heard. So the Eagles are going to make sure they take advantage of that field position.
From the 1.5. Single back in the backfield. Pooley under center. The give, the toss, right up the middle. And he's in. That's 21, Rennell Hewitt.
Yeah, it seems like he's more of their power back guy, and as soon as he caught that ball, he put his head down. So looks the Eagles are going to lead 21-0 now here in Scottsdale, Arizona, as the SaberCats are going to try to get something going on offense.
Fans, take a few minutes to support the Saguaro cheer squad.
Stick around, folks, as they set up. We'll mute for just a moment. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Sobel to kick off for the Eagles. The great Mason Byers doing color analysis tonight.
Always glad to be here. I feel like football season goes way too fast, though. I can't believe we're in week 4 already. Yeah. It's crazy. Both these teams winless, looking for their first win. I think the SaberCats are going to come out here with a couple of swings and try to get some momentum going in this game. I think they need it, and I think Coach Kelly and the rest of his team knows that they're still very much in this game.
SaberCats will have it 1st and 10. Mason Whitaker, the inside receiver.
Elias Johnson in the game as well.
And Danielson to Williams. Couldn't quite get it to fall. I think Williams may have lost it in the lights.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that a lot of people don't understand if they are on the football field, especially with those helmets on. It's kind of hard to track a ball that's going over your head, but I think that was a great rep there by Danielson. Again, putting it out of harm's way and making sure only a receiver can make a play on the ball.
Trip set for the Cats on 2nd and 10. Danielson, offset back, sends Johnson in motion. Swing to Johnson. Johnson along the left sideline. Wow, had nothing but green in front of him.
I absolutely love that play call. The pull and swing is what I like to call it there. Pull your receivers left and have your running back out in the open, especially with Elias Johnson, a guy like that. Definitely get him the ball in open space.
1st and 10, SaberCats. 4 receiver set. Johnson in the backfield. Johnson to his right. Danielson tries to evade the sack. And finally brought down in the backfield by 22. That's Peter Atala.
Yeah, it looks like the Eagles sent a linebacker blitz there. I don't think they're liking how much time Danielson has when they only send 3 or 4 defensive linemen at him. So I think they're starting to send a little more blitz packages at him. Especially as an underclassman, it's hard to sometimes recognize the offensive line adjustments, but...
Loss of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 18.
I thought it was an impressive first tackle he broke there.
It was. My gosh.
Threw the guy off him.
Yeah. Whitaker in motion. Eagles show blitz. Danielson scans, throws, nearly a one-handed grab by Aiden Whitaker, the younger brother of Mason.
I have to say, I think it's so cool that both brothers are playing receiver.
Yeah.
On the side. I think that's any sibling's dream, is to play with your younger brother on the football field.
Both members of the SaberCat basketball team, coached by the great Lucas Ramirez.
3rd and long coming up here for the SaberCats.
Trip set for Saguaro. Danielson back to pass. Danielson throws, completes to the inside target, and once again, that was Aiden Whitaker. Made this one count.
Aiden Whitaker, a sophomore, I think it's also really important that him and Danielson get as many reps together as possible, because they're going to grow together. Both underclassmen, they're going to play a lot of games together, so as it looks like they're going to go for it.
Offense looks toward the sideline, gets the play. Danielson throws all alone, finds a receiver still on his feet. That was Jaden Wiseman.
And Jaden Wiseman does it on the defensive end and does it on the offensive end. You usually see guys like the Travis Hunters, the guys that can play wide receiver, can also play defensive back, because they go up against them, so they know how to play both positions.
Miles Wilson in on the stop. Danielson, quick toss out to Johnson. Steps out of bounds after a gain of 4.
I'm seeing a lot of great reps here from Danielson. That play earlier, I really like how he gets out of the pocket. He doesn't get worried and tries to run it on 4th and 8. He sets his feet and throws a missile to his receiver. Looks like we're gonna have another timeout.
Let's see if we can hear from another one of our amazing field correspondents, and let's go back and
we're covering a lot of games.
We are covering a lot of games. We're having a lot of fun.
A lot of great games.
Yeah, let's head back to Desert Vista in Ahwatukee, where the Desert Vista Thunder are hosting the Hamilton Huskies, and our very own Riley Garcia. Riley, what's going on?
Well, Hamilton had just scored a touchdown not that long ago. It is now 21-10 with 4 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Okay, 21-10, Hamilton leading in the second quarter. Awesome. All right, Riley, thanks so much. We'll check back with you.
Thank you.
Hamilton has been one of the most impressive teams so far in 6A. They want to get to that open division.
Yeah.
And when you see when the SaberCats have an 0-3 record, I feel like you shouldn't panic, because the 6A is so deep, and the open division is now a thing that you don't have to get 6 or 7 wins to make the playoffs. You can have like last year, like they went 5-5.
They went 5-5 and won the 6A state championship, and there was talent on that team, but the schedule was, again, arguably one of the toughest in the country.
All you got to do is get in. Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. On second down, Danielson back to pass. Stutters, goes to his left, completes on a diving catch to 16, Oliver Gibson.
Great job there by Oliver Gibson. Looked like he bobbled it, but made sure he came down with that football, and this looks to be the best drive so far the SaberCats have put together, and they hope to keep it up.
Gibson, the sophomore. Quite the youth movement here for Saguaro.
It's going to pay off in a couple of years. This team is going to be very mature and very good.
The give on the heavy set to Johnson, who gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, immediately greeted. Number 99, Kingston Williams.
Yeah, those nose tackles for the Eagles really making their presence felt here so far in the first half. Nothing they can get up the middle. The SaberCats kind of have to go to the outside and seal the edge if you're a tackle. Looks like they have 3 linebackers back and only 3 rushers.
Danielson keeps. Near a first down, may have been just shy about 2 yards.
If I see a 6'2", 215-pound quarterback coming at me, I think I get out of the way.
No, thank you, sir.
I think I get out of the way.
Gain of 8.
Great run there to set up a third and manageable here.
3rd and 2.
Officials call timeout.
This would be huge if the SaberCats can punch their way in the end zone before the end of the first half. Let's see what the SaberCats offense draws up here.
Johnson in the backfield. Trip set to the short side of the field. Danielson goes on top and gets into the end zone. Aiden Whitaker for the touchdown.
I absolutely love that play call there by the SaberCats. You don't often see trips left on that short side of the field, but Whitaker had a one-on-one and he beat his man, and he gets to celebrate now for doing so.
I got to tell you, receivers have gotten really brave to run a slant into the defense like that and to score. Wow.
I think that's the tail sign of a great receiver, ones that are willing to catch balls through contact.
Extra point attempt is up and in. And the SaberCats with a little run and some life.
I have to say, I know a lot of people don't talk about PATs, but it is a windy night here in Scottsdale, so I think that was a very impressive kick.
If you can't hear it with the wind hitting our mics, and we're in the box.
And that's a great kick there. It's very hard to kick a ball into the wind, and great job there as the SaberCats have some life in them before the end of the first half. I think that combination I said earlier of Danielson and Aiden Whitaker is going to be something we definitely are going to see a lot more of over the years. SaberCats are going to kick it away to the Eagles now. 3 minutes exactly left in the first half.
Good kick to the second level. And on the return. Into the left side of the field finally. Brought down inside the 35. And Elias Holloway.
All right, let's see what the Eagles do here. They don't have a lot of time left, so the run game might not be something they're going to rely on here, as they do not have the time to chew right now. And that SaberCats defense has put together a couple of great stops, so they're going to hope to do that again. Hopefully try to give their offense the ball before the end of the half.
On the run, Matthew Curry for the Eagles.
That's a play I see the Chiefs run a lot, and the Eagles, that jet touch pass there. More of a pro-style play there, and the Eagles decide to put it in their playbook and gets them about 5 or 6.
16, you got to go out one play. Your helmet came off.
Okay, so adjustment there. New player coming into the ball game. Holloway checks in for the Eagles. Woolley. Davis in motion. Woolley back to pass. Sprints to his left. Looks. Throws to the out. And it's incomplete.
Great job there by the SaberCats. Woolley had some time to throw, but those DBs on the SaberCats came up huge and made sure they couldn't get anything out of it. Huge third down coming up here for the SaberCats as they look to give the ball back to the offense before the end of the first half to try to make a big statement here.
Woolley, 2 backs in the backfield. The gift to Tyler. Tyler along the left side, inside, breaks open for a first down.
That's a huge run there for the Eagles, extending their drive as we come up
Number 7, Jackson Tyler.
with 2 minutes left.
Made by number 10.
Time is ticking, though. They got to get the ball snapped.
Tyler once again. Spins ahead, gains 5.
Yeah, it looks like they're chewing a lot of clock here. I think they're just trying to keep the ball out of that SaberCat offense's hands. The Eagles looking for their first one of the year. Same with the SaberCats. It's going to be a play action at Davis. Davis going to catch that nice little screen setup play, but the SaberCats are all over it. Aiden Whitaker, who just caught that touchdown earlier, makes a big play on defense. Yeah, under a minute now in this first half. The Eagles not too worried about the time ticking down, it seems. 3 receivers left. Running back in motion. It's another jailbreak screen there. It's going to be taken down to the 25. Another jailbreak screen there. That time to number 11, Devin Olande, who has 2 touchdowns.
Devin Olande. Made by number 22, Brady Cochran.
Again, Brady Cochran with a touchdown saving tackle as we have a flag on the play. Oh, and it's going to be against the Eagles, it seems.
Penalty is a face mask.
Yep.
On Chaminade.
Chaminade with the face mask. So that's going to be a huge blow there, as the ball is now going to probably be out of field goal range with 37 seconds left in the first half. SaberCats looking to make one last stop before the end of the first half, and they do start with the ball. The SaberCats will start with the ball in the second half, so definitely going to be a huge drive here and hopefully get a stop as Pooley looks to throw. He's got pressure running right. Still running. He's going to pick up a couple and he's getting pushed out of bounds. It is going to stop the clock, though, for the Eagles, so good play there by Pooley, but great pressure there by the SaberCats and great coverage.
Forced out of bounds by number 33, Martin Rennie.
Okay.
Fourth down, 2 yards to gain for Chaminade. 27.7 seconds left.
Looks like they're switching the play again at the line.
On fourth down, Pooley. Pooley back to pass, throws to the middle, completes. And missed tackles and the flag. That was 16, Matthew Curry.
Let's see what this flag's on. This is going to be a huge call here.
Coach!
I don't know, excessive celebration maybe?
Yeah. Looked like they were...
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 16. It's a 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. We'll have the try. That was number 16's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
Okay.
That is a gut wrencher there for the SaberCats. Putting points up on the board, the Eagles do at the end of the first half. About 19 seconds to play. Great play design there again by the Eagles. Just a nice quick concept, quick slant route. As the PAT is up. And it's going to be good.
All right, we're ready for another game break here. Let's see. Let's see who's calling in.
I really want to see the Brophy game. I'm really interested about that one.
Well, at last check, Perry was leading 13-10. So
okay.
Yeah, but let's get another game break here. Let's see who we have joining us on the line. And we have Chris Zavalos from Cactus Shadows, who's hosting Boulder Creek. Chris.
Hey, what's going on, Vince?
What do you got over there?
Sorry, I'm just trying to get caught up. We actually just got a passing touchdown from Donovan Dixon, his fourth total touchdown to Alex Gaffness, I want to say the name was. Number 7 receiver for Cactus Shadows. Boosts their lead up to 28-14.
Wow.
For the Falcons out here. Yeah, they kind of roared in the second quarter. Boulder Creek, though, they've been trying to get a rhythm going down. They just threw a late interception to set up this touchdown. But 2 rushing touchdowns from Carson Cornell, and that's just about it for the Jaguars here tonight.
Interesting. Okay, well, so the Cactus Shadows Falcons leading the Boulder Creek Jaguars 28-14. Behind the arm and legs of quarterback Donovan Dixon. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Vince.
All right, well, there you have it.
Donovan Dixon is a legit player.
He is legit.
4 touchdowns, my goodness. Cactus Shadows definitely happy to have him.
Yeah, and Coach Chris Dixon, who is an Arena Football Hall of Famer quarterback. Former quarterback.
I think we see a lot of arena footballers come and coach at the high school football level, and I think it's so cool.
Oh yeah.
They have you just know they have so much knowledge of the game and so much experience, and not just on the field, but life lessons off the field. I think it's really cool.
Quick report from Perry, where the Brophy Broncos are visiting the Perry Pumas, and our very own Alex Medina. Alex.
Yes, right now 13-10 here at halftime at Perry High School in Gilbert, Arizona. So both teams are heading into the locker room, but the first half has been full of defensive plays. There's been a lot of fumble recoveries. Brophy was trying to reach the field goal or the end zone right before halftime, but couldn't get over there in time, and so now both teams heading to the locker room and looking to win this game on their way back. Both teams have not lost before this season.
Okay, thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
All right. Well, there you have it. Okay.
Definitely some great games going around in the Valley and in Tucson. Do we have a Las Vegas game?
No Las Vegas game of the week this week, although last week it was one of the biggest in the country, and Bishop Gorman hosting Orange Lutheran. So Gorman ran away with that one, but yeah.
I was able to talk to Nicholas Anderson, our intern in Vegas. He was at the game because I was anchoring Varsity Live. He said the game obviously a little lopsided, but the feel of the game was electrifying and felt like a professional game. So it was awesome.
Oh yeah, that Bishop Gorman out there. That there's nothing else like it in the Las Vegas area. So, all right, 1st and 10 for the SaberCats. Zealand Danielson trip set for Saguaro. Strazier in the backfield gets the call, stutter steps, and gains 3.
Yeah, it looks like the SaberCats are just going to run it out, take us to halftime here in Scottsdale, Arizona.
All right, folks, enjoy halftime. We've got some programming, and we'll be back for more second half action. Vince and Mason live from Saguaro, where Chaminade leads the SaberCats 28-7. We'll be back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Scottsdale, Arizona, where we have the Chaminade Eagles taking on the Saguaro Sabercats. Sabercats are going to take the ball to start.
You know, I was fighting the crowds down there. My God, it's like people don't want to walk. It's like, come on, we're calling a game here. Anyway, guys, Vince DeLisio here with Mason Byers, ready to kick off the second half from Saguaro High School. Mason, you probably already said this, but the Sabercats down 28-7 as we approach the start. That hike of the bleachers, too, man, that is... You know that the other guys that broadcast here, Dale Hellestray and that other guy, Chris, they have their equipment carried up here for them, and they have like a shuttle thing that brings them up so they don't have to walk the steps.
Really?
Yeah, they make me carry my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just want us to get the couple the workout in, I guess.
Yeah. That's all Matt Harris. He makes me walk. So anyway, all right, here we go. Starting the second half. And the kickoff, deep. Great kick into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, 1st and 10 on the 20 for the Sabercats.
I have to say it. I wasn't able to say it before the end of the half, but I think this is an improvement first half. Obviously, for the Sabercats, they're down 21, but comparing it to Basha last week, I think they did a great job in making sure they're limiting turnovers and putting some points on the board.
All right. Well, we've got looks like, I was going to say it looked like we had a player down as the official was standing next to someone that was on the ground, but that is not the case. 1st and 10 Sabercats from the 20. Trip set now for Saguaro as quarterback Zealand Danielson readies the offense. Offset back. Chaminade shows blitz. Ball out of the backfield into the hands of running back Elias Johnson, who does just enough, gains 12 on the play.
I think we're going to see a lot more of the Johnson machine today because he is a runner and a fighter. He does a great job of pushing the yardsticks forward and setting up a first down for the Sabercats.
1st and 10 Sabercats. Ball is on the 33-yard line. Eagles show blitz once again. Danielson scrambles and cannot evade the sack as 3 players are all over him, led by Kingston Williams, once again, big defensive tackle.
Yeah, it looked like a jailbreak screen where you sent some of those offensive linemen, those guards and those tackles to pull for Elijah Johnson, but Danielson had no time to throw that one this time. That's going to be a big loss as we have 2nd and long coming up here for the Sabercats.
As Danielson looks to the sideline here early in the 3rd quarter, down 3 scores. Offset back. 4 receivers split out wide for the Cats. Johnson in motion. Danielson pump fakes, goes over the top. Isolated Aiden Whitaker. Pass incomplete.
Man, I know that was an incomplete pass, but what a cannon by Danielson.
He's got an arm.
He's got some strength behind that arm. You know, as the games develop and the time develops, he's going to get that timing and rhythm down with his receivers, and that big arm will definitely prove to be a lethal weapon for the Sabercats.
Offset back, trips set for Saguaro. And we've got a flag. See what the call is here.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Okay.
So it's only going to be a 5-yard penalty, but the Sabercats will definitely take that to their advantage and hopefully set up a somewhat easier 3rd down. Still going to be 3rd and 16, though.
Danielson back to pass. Goes over the top. Another throw. This time it's intercepted. Is Ishmael Gibbs.
Yeah, we said that. I just said that earlier. Sometimes that big arm is going to get him in trouble, as Ishmael with his 3rd interception already on the year. He already has 2 interceptions before this game. Will add to his total. Danielson, big arm like we said before. He's pretty much the same play, that seam route by Whitaker up the middle, and Just couldn't find him this time. Great coverage there by the Eagles.
First and 10, Chaminade.
And Gibbs. As now we have another look here at number 9 and sophomore quarterback Cameron Pooley, who's thrown 3 touchdowns so far today. They're going to give it to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to hit the left side, pick up a couple. Going to probably pick up 4 there. And they're going to go right back to Davis. Davis had a great first half, and same with number 7 Jackson Tyler, that dual threat running game. So I definitely expect them to utilize those backs as they do lead by 21 points here in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Coming up on 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Saguaro still very much with an opportunity. Just got to make a few plays. Trip set for the Eagles. Holloway in motion. Pooley back to pass, scans, runs, throws, and it's incomplete.
Great coverage there by the SaberCats, forcing Pooley also to step out of the pocket and make a throw on the run that is never easy. So great rep there by that SaberCats defense, as Coach Kelly seems to be pretty happy. He's currently screaming at the defense to get an adjustment, though. Love the energy Coach Kelly brings.
Pooley, trip set once again on third down. Pooley back to pass. Pooley goes to the sideline, completes, and brought down by Kydell Stone. That was number 11, Devin Olmonde.
Devin's had a big game here for the Eagles, and I think the SaberCats are going to put a lot more focus on him going forward.
And Pooley over the top. Receiver had a step or two on the defender, but unfortunately overthrown.
I think we're seeing a lot of similarities between the two young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Got to get that timing down as the ball sailed a little bit on that play, and probably would have been a touchdown if you hit him in stride. Pooley, the sophomore quarterback, trying to make a name for himself on this varsity team and bring Chaminade back to the playoffs.
Pooley completes on the hitch. Finds his target, brought down by Chaminade.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to give your young quarterback those easy routes there. Another hitch route there. First read there for the Eagles quarterback. As he's going to take a deep shot to the right side. It's going to sail near the out of bounds, though. Another overshot.
Police pass intended for number 11, Devin Olmonde, complete.
Again, Pooley going to his favorite target, Olmonde.
Pooley, 4 receivers split out wide for Chaminade. Pooley finds his target and spinning to a first down. Should get the momentum. Yep. And that was Logan Carpenter.
Looked like my washing machine the way it spinned around there and picked up a couple extra yards.
Pretty good. That's good. Creative.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one. It's, yeah. Anyway, first and 10, Eagles. Pooley back to pass. Goes over the top again. Pass incomplete. Let's take a quick game break. Head over to Campo Verde High School in Gilbert, where the Campo Verde Coyotes host the Highland Hawks with our very own Stella Ty. Stella, what's going on?
Yeah, so we have less than 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Right now it's 28-3. Highland High School is on top, and the Campo Verde Lear's offense has been a little bit stagnant. 3 points in the first quarter, no more after the first quarter. And Highland High School, their offense has been really good, just like as usual.
Wow. So Highland been striking early and often tonight over Campo Verde at Campo Verde. Highland Hawks a very, very good football program. And we're on the call tonight out there at Campo Verde. 28-3 Highland in the third quarter. Thanks, Stella.
I have to say, Vince, I'm not too thrilled about that score because I actually am a Campo Verde alumni.
You're a Campo alum?
So,
oh, man.
So I'm not.
All right. So you know our old friend, athletic director Max Ragsdale.
My history teacher.
Wow. Yeah. Mr. Ragsdale. We go back 30 years.
My brother played on one of his football teams, obviously, because my brother went to Campo too. So
okay.
Yeah. So
interesting.
The Byers family and the Ragsdale definitely know each other.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to drop your name next time, or will something happen if I drop your name to him?
Oh, only good things. Only good things.
All right. There you go.
Great.
Okay. On fourth down, and Chaminade still on the field.
Aggressive.
Pooley to the out, overthrows his target. Not sure where he was going with that. There was no real receiver in sight. But anyway, ball gets turned over on downs. The SaberCats will have it 1st and 10 going back the other way.
Remember, had that game break. We had a couple of more sailed balls there by Pooley. Probably had about 3 or 4 on that drive. So definitely that drive, he's going to want to get back. But the SaberCats still have fight in them. Only down 3 scores. Anything can happen here on Friday Night Lights, so I definitely expect Danielson and company to get some fire going here in Scottsdale, Arizona.
SaberCats will have it 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Quarterback Zealand Danielson. Shotgun formation. Whitaker in motion. 4 receivers split out wide for the Cats. The give to Elias Johnson. Gains 2.
You know, it only gained 2 yards, but I think it's just simple plays like that, a nice counter reverse play to your star running back, and try to get him the ball and try to get him going. I think they've had a little stagnant drives, and the ball stopped a lot of times. I think you got to get the ball in Elias Johnson's hands.
2nd and 7. Danielson back to pass, scans, goes, finds a receiver wide open and overthrows him. That was 16, Oliver Gibson. Wow, it would have been a great catch there.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times so far from both teams, a couple of overthrown passes here. Sometimes, like we said earlier, sometimes you're going to look like an underclassman, and other times you're going to make plays and you're going to think he's a senior, but that's nothing wrong with that in a rebuilding program, because any rep is a good rep, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Trip set for the Cats. Danielson sprints out to his right, keeps, tries to find that first down stick, and he does.
Great rollout there by Danielson. I mean, the 6'2", 215-pound machine barreling down you. Again, folks, he is a freshman. I know it doesn't look like it, but
no, definitely not, and stops the clock in the process.
Yep. Definitely something that the SaberCats are going to need to do in the second half.
Losing the football. Who's got it? There was an exchange issue to Johnson, and ends up on the ground, and the Eagles come up with it.
Man,
that hurts.
After that great rushing play, this seemed like the ball kind of fumbled in between Danielson and Elias Johnson's hands. So,
and the flag.
Oh.
What do you want?
Do you know the number?
Number 2.
22 or 2?
Well, let's see.
There's a fumble recovered by the defense after the play was over. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 2, 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
Okay.
Chaminade is really hurting themselves with these unsportsmanlike conduct. Like this, they've had a couple today, and I think, you know, you got to be careful with those, because again, now they're in their own territory. Before, they would have been around the SaberCats 35.
ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10. Eagles.
Chaminade.
Four receivers split out wide. Single back in the backfield. Pooley. Back to pass. Pumps. Throws. Completes on the diving grab.
That was a great catch there.
Holloway.
Yep. Number 19, Elias Holloway.
Number 19, Elias Holloway.
Had 160 receiving yards coming into this game. 1 touchdown, and it's a great catch there by the receiver.
1st and 10. The give to Tyler, who's tripped up right at the line of scrimmage, and Cochran in on the stop.
We've definitely been calling his name a lot today. Cochran always near the football. And that's something the SaberCats need to keep doing. They got to stuff those gaps in between the guards and centers, because that is where the bread and butter for that Eagles offense is.
2nd and 10. Clock continues to move. 5.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Eagles. Holloway in motion. Pooley back to pass. Pooley sprints to his right.
Wow.
Cannot evade the defender. And on the sack, 24 for the SaberCats, Cameron McMurray.
There's a flag on the play.
The penalty will be declined. Result of the play, 3rd down.
I think it was a holding on Chaminade, but man, McMurray came out like a torpedo coming off that edge there, and Pooley just never saw him on his blind side. And the SaberCats have done a great job on defense so far to start the 2nd half. Definitely something Kelly should be proud of.
3rd down. Empty set now for Chaminade. 5 receivers split out wide on 3rd and long. Stoppage and play.
Chaminade, their first of the half.
And with that, we'll take the quick timeout as well with
Their first.
5:48.
here, into the 3rd quarter. And the Eagles leading the SaberCats 28-7. We'll be right back. All right, on 3rd down. Empty set once again for the Eagles. No secret what they're doing here as Pooley is back to pass. Goes over the top and overthrows. Incomplete.
Seems like the Eagles are definitely going for that deep shot multiple times. But again, Pooley just puts a little too much mustard on that ball.
Quick game break. Let's head over to Perry High School with our very own Alex Medina is reporting on Brophy and Perry. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, right now we're in the 3rd quarter, 2 minutes left to go, and Brophy is on top 17-13. They just scored a rushing touchdown. It was Harrison Chambers who took it in. So right now Perry with the ball and looking to come back, but Brophy's defense is doing pretty good.
Thanks, Alex. All right. Well, on the 54-yard attempt.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Wow. Okay, it'll now be a 59-yard attempt.
Oh, now they're going to punt it. Oh, I was really looking forward to seeing a 54-yarder in high school.
All right. It would have been a straight
the false
shot.
start had to ruin up the fun.
Yeah, well, and with this wind, too, I'm trying to see what direction is the wind blowing.
Maybe it would pick it up and carry it in. Maybe that's what they were thinking. But, 59 yards might be a little too much.
Mason Whitaker to return the punt. Interesting turn of events out at Perry as Brophy takes the lead, leading by 4.
Yeah, that's definitely a game that we have to keep our eyes on for. It's going to be big for the rankings later on in the year for sure in the 6A conference. As now Saguaro is going to be trying to get something going.
First down, Saguaro.
They got to get something going here. Time is not on their side right now, down 3 scores. But this is a lot better than it has been last week, and I think Saguaro knows that, and I think they know that they have to get something going here on this drive.
As we await the SaberCat offense.
I do want to see more of that ground game, but I just don't think they have the time on their side. I think they got to start setting up, let Danielson use that arm of his and maybe try to get a deep shot with one of those Whitaker brothers.
Mason Whitaker in motion as Danielson sprints out to his right, throws, completes to Whitaker right along the sideline.
I love that play there. Set your receiver in motion and have him go on that little drag route and have your quarterback roll out with them, and that's a connection we've seen a lot of throughout the season. Danielson to Mason Whitaker. It's going to set up about 2nd and 5 now.
Danielson. Back to pass. Scans, throws, completes. Short passing game and the first down.
This is how you get your freshman quarterback going. Those intermediate routes there, the small gains, and get his confidence going and get that momentum going for your offense.
First and 10, SaberCats. Under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Whitaker in motion. Eagles bringing heat. Danielson underthrows his intended target, would have caught Aiden Whitaker in full stride. Quick game break. Let's head over into the Northwest Valley with Valley Vista hosting Mountain View and our very own Jace Granke. Jace.
Hey, Vince. Quarterback Brady Goodwin from Mountain View has looked absolutely outstanding. He's accounted for 5 touchdowns, 4 through the air and one on the ground. And receiver Mikey Sumko just ran back his second kickoff return of the game, and Mountain View is up 58-12 early on here in the third quarter.
Wow, that's big. Okay, thanks so much, Jace. Wow. Well, and with that, that's big in third quarter even. Wow.
I think we've seen a lot of good quarterback play so far.
Yeah, a nice little screen play there that we just saw.
Definitely some great games that we at the Varsity Sports Show are covering today. And that Horizon game last night, my goodness. That was a great game.
Yeah.
Perhaps game of the year potential already. That was That was a great game. I was watching it.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't go Horizon's way, but still a lot of points scored.
Yep.
Danielson completes and the flag.
Hopefully this flag is not on the SaberCats as they started to get a nice rhythm going here. Danielson completing a lot of his passes so far in the second half.
Let's see what the call is.
5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Okay.
It's going to be going back.
Oh, boy.
So not only do they not get the first down, but it's also going to be about 3rd and 11 now.
Another quick game break. Head over back to Cactus Shadows. Our very own Chris Zavalos. Cactus Shadows hosting Boulder Creek. Chris.
Hey, Vince, what's going on? We are up to 4:40 and counting down here in the third at Cactus Shadows. Ever since the second quarter, Cactus Shadows really hit a stride. Coming out of the half, they have 2 touchdowns, 1 long run by Jake King. Nick Stiefel just ran in a short touchdown here. Quarterback Donovan Dixon's really putting the team on his back. He got up a little gimpy before this last touchdown, but he hopped right back in there and led that the finishing touch to that drive. Right now we have Boulder Creek kind of charging down the field with a running clock, but we were up to 42-14 out here at Cactus Shadows.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Chris. Great reporting. All right. Wow. Okay, well.
Seems like Cactus Shadows hit another gear there in the second quarter. Sounds like their run game's doing really good as Danielson shot to fire it deep on 3rd and long, and just a lot of white jerseys in the area, and couldn't find his target there in Whitaker.
And on the punt, down at midfield, and that's where the Eagles will take over.
I think it's been a tale of 2 defenses so far in this third quarter, both doing a really good job of making sure those quarterbacks are not comfortable in the pocket and kind of forcing them to overthrow it.
47-yard line. First down, Chaminade.
I mean, what do you think the SaberCats need to do when they get back on the offense next time?
It's got to be a sense of urgency, obviously, here coming up on the end of the third quarter, and down 3 scores. They're not out of it, but they've got to score. Got to score.
Sense of urgency, indeed.
Yes. And on first down, the toss up the middle. That's an interesting little toss play. Instead of going out to the side, to the perimeter, right up the middle. And on the carry, number 21, that's Rennell Hewitt.
Yeah, it's like a rocket toss up the middle there. And like I said earlier, that's their bread and butter, that in between those A-gaps there, between the guard and the center. And it's working out so far for them as the SaberCats are going to try to look to make a stop here.
And on second down, we got another game break that will be coming up on here. Hewitt once again, and Rennie in on the assist along with Johnson. Our very own Perrin Covey, our intern from Desert Vista High School. He's a student at Desert Vista working with the Varsity Sports Show this semester, is calling in to report on Desert Vista hosting Hamilton. Perrin, what's going on?
Going good. I'm at the Desert Vista and Hamilton game right now. Desert Vista 10 and Hamilton at 38. There were some big plays with 2 interceptions and a punt return. Right now, Hamilton has the ball, making a big run and getting stopped. And now it's 3rd down for Hamilton.
Awesome. So Hamilton with the big lead over visiting Desert Vista and our very own Perrin Covey. Thanks, Perrin.
No, thank you.
All right. Well, there you have
like
it.
Hamilton's kind of taking over that game there. It seems like the Eagles are really committed to the run game now, as they ran that toss up the middle about 3 times in a row. I expect it again. And it's going to be up the middle again. 4 straight times in a row, the Eagles are going to run that rocket toss up the middle. And it's working out for them as we near the end of the third quarter here at Saguaro Stadium in Scottsdale, Arizona. The Chaminade Eagles lead 28-7 over the Saguaro SaberCats. Big 3rd down coming up here.
Pulley under center. The toss once again. Davis loses.
Great job there by Elias Johnson on that play. Not only can he run the ball, but he can stop the run. As they noticed they kept running the same play, and the SaberCats stood their ground and made a big stop there on 3rd down.
We'll have another game break here as we approach the end of the quarter. See who's going to magically appear to give us a report tonight. We had a lot of great games tonight. You're right.
Yeah. Maybe Campo Verde made a miraculous comeback.
All right, let's see what we have.
I think it's. I have to point out that I also think it's so cool that we've seen a lot of California and Arizona teams play each other to start the season. Coach said they had to hit the airport at 4 a.m. this morning.
Wow.
So.
Well, at least they flew. Pooley on 4th down. Back to pass. Scans the field and gets it. 1st down. Chaminade, my goodness. And timeout called by the SaberCats. It looked, is it? No. Restarting the clock.
And that's a big 4th down there for the Eagles.
Clock continues to move here in the closing seconds of the quarter. I think they're just going to let this go down to 0. With that, let's have a quick game break. Head back down to Tucson with our very own Ray Cervantes, who is reporting from Palo Verde versus Tanque Verde. Ray.
Yeah, how you doing, Vince?
Good. What do you got?
Tanque Verde just got the ball. High snap went over the head of the punter for Palo Verde. So it was a safety. So Tanque Verde just got the ball back. But Rocco Haggard and Dylan Lewis have been on a tear. Dylan Lewis as a receiver has 2 touchdowns and an interception, and then Rocco Haggard has 3 and an interception as well.
What do you got in terms of a score?
36-6 in favor of Tanque Verde.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Ray.
Have a good one.
Bit of an interesting game there in Tucson. Sounds like they're pulling away.
We'll be right back.
Looks like he's switching the play up the line. Pooley is. Sabercats showing coverage. Pooley's going to have to run right. He's going to have to look to throw down the field, and he's going to have to fire to the right sideline. It's going to sail above his receiver's head. Great pressure there. But there is a flag once again on the field. Let's see what this one is. Let's see what the flag is on the play. Just waiting. Seems like the refs are talking it over as we have a couple of flags. Back-to-back plays here.
Fouls on the play. Holding. Offense number 50, that penalty will be declined. Holding. Offense number 72, that penalty will be declined. Sideline warning on Saguaro. That's their first sideline warning of the game. Down will count. It's third down.
Penalty is holding on Chaminade. That penalty is declined. Penalty for sideline violation on Saguaro.
So we had a couple of different penalties that play, a couple holdings there, and then a sideline warning. But just because it's a warning, the Saguaro Sabercats are not going to get penalized for that one, as you're allowed one per game. As
Correction, second down.
it's going to be 2nd and 25, second and forever for this Eagles. They keep committing penalties. Pooley now looking right, looking to throw, has some time to throw, but he's taken down by number 22. Brady Cochran. Like we've said all broadcast, Cochran is someone to look out for on that defense. He is a play wreck machine. Wherever the ball is, he is. And he's going to get a big sack there and set up a third and forever for the Eagles. As Pooley is going to change the play, it looks like, at the line. Coaches don't like what they see. The clock is still ticking, though, but so is that play clock. And it's going to go down.
Timeout. Chaminade, their third and final timeout.
And you heard it there, folks. Chaminade will use their third and final timeout. We have about roughly a little over 6 minutes to play in this game, and the Sabercats have been putting on a clinic on the defensive side this half, and they put together a great offensive drive, the one before, as now it's going to be 4th and probably about 35 yards here for the Eagles. So they are going to punt it away, and Danielson and that offense showed before that they have so much fight in them, and they're not ever going to give up, and they are going to try to put some more points on the board and get that momentum going. The Eagles getting ready to punt it away now. Eagles punt is up and it is away. And it's going to be a fair catch. He's going to bobble it a little bit, but it's a fair catch. Was a fair catch, so as soon as he got possession of the ball, it wasn't going to be a dead play, as the Sabercats are set up on their own 26. We have 5:51 left remaining here in Scottsdale, Arizona at Saguaro. Sabercats home game. 35-14, the Chaminade Eagles lead. The Chaminade Eagles from California. The Sabercats, though, done a really good job in the second half cleaning up those mistakes they had in the first half. So the offense expects to get rolling as Danielson's all alone in the backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 to his left. Danielson looking to throw. He's got some time to throw. He's going to look down the field, And he's going to find Whitaker, but Whitaker right through his hands. Seemed like Whitaker couldn't find that ball. The lights were a little bright there. And the ball was a little bit underthrown a little bit, but still a great effort by Aiden Whitaker and Danielson nonetheless.
Injury timeout on the field.
Danielson and Aiden Whitaker definitely creating a great connection here as two underclassmen on this varsity team who I really hoping to help the SaberCats over the next few years here.
We appreciate your generosity supporting the Saguaro football program.
As we now have a timeout. And we are going to be right back with you after this timeout. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Scottsdale, Arizona. We're here at Saguaro Stadium here, home of the SaberCats, as they are looking to get something going here on offense. They had a huge touchdown drive last time, so hoping to replicate that as the Eagles, Chaminade Eagles showing blitz. And Danielson's going to keep it himself up the middle. Read option. Won't go down. The big quarterback moving the chains with a gain of 13. He broke the first couple of tackles and barreled his way forward.
Sealing Danielson on the quarterback keeper. First down, Saguaro.
Danielson looking right, gonna find his man. He's gonna pick up a couple on that screenplay. to Matt, Oliver Gibson, gain of 6. Oliver Gibson right up there with those Whitaker boys, doing a great job of being a great target for that young quarterback. I want to give a credit to that Saguaro offensive line as well. They have been phenomenal here today. Making sure Danielson gets some time to throw. As Danielson looking left, gonna throw it deep down the left side. He's gonna find his man. Again, it's Aiden Whitaker.
Number 12, Aiden Whitaker.
That Danielson to Aiden Whitaker connection we have been seeing all night, and it has been great for the SaberCats offense. Danielson trips right. Gonna be looking to throw. He's gonna have a lot of time to throw. He's gonna fire it over the middle and find his guy Gibson once again. The SaberCats offense showing a lot of life here in the fourth quarter as they are pushing the ball. Oliver Gibson with another big gain. Gibson was averaging 45 yards a game before this game, and it looks to continue that. Danielson, wide receivers bunch to the right. He's going to do a play action, roll to his right, look to throw. He's going to actually keep it himself, can't find much. And he's just going to get out of bounds. Danielson couldn't find much there as we now have 3 minutes and 50 seconds to play here as the Chaminade Eagles lead 35-14 over the Saguaro SaberCats. Danielson, though, putting together a really nice fourth quarter here today. And same with that defense. A really great fourth quarter overall from the SaberCats team, and something they should be proud of as we are nearing the 3-minute and 30-second mark here as SaberCats are on the Chaminade 26. Receiver in motion. Danielson looking to throw. Going to look to his left, and he's going to get swallowed by defenders. The Eagles are all over the young quarterback. Not much time there for Danielson as number 22 on Chaminade, Peter Atala, the senior linebacker, is going to be there on the sack.
Danielson brought down at the 34-yard line. Timeout, Saguaro.
And Saguaro is going to use a timeout now in order to preserve some of that time that they have left. Still a lot of fight left in the SaberCats team, and you can definitely see it as they have been putting together a phenomenal fourth quarter, having that touchdown drive before and knocking on the door of the end zone once again. As Coach Kelly and the offense are going to look to draw up something big here in order to punch their ticket there in the end zone once again in the fourth quarter.
And Saguaro SaberCat Football Foundation would like to recognize our member level.
We just want to thank once again here at the Varsity Sports Show for SaberCat Nation always welcoming us and our team to be able to call their games, and we appreciate them for all that they do, and we appreciate our production team, and go Varsity. I mean, covering sports all around Arizona, Las Vegas, the nation. As we now have Danielson after that sack, going to be set up around that 34-yard line. Danielson looking to throw. He's going to have to find something that he can't. Having to step up in the pocket, but wasn't able to find anything.
Danielson brought down the 35-yard line.
It's going to be down around that 35-yard line as we have fourth down coming up here for the Saguaro SaberCats, and you got to think they're going to go for it here as they trail 21 points with less than 3 minutes to play here this game. See what they do here as they're definitely going to go for it. Wide receiver split. Elias Johnson to Danielson's left. Danielson in shotgun formation now. Gonna look to throw on this long fourth down play. He's gonna fire it to the end zone, and it's gonna sail. Danielson, though, once again showing off that cannon for an arm. Unfortunately, it does sail out of the back of the end zone, and the Chaminade Eagles will take over on downs here. With 2:21 to play, they lead 35-14 here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Thank you once again for everyone that's been listening, SaberCat Nation and everyone else included, for welcoming us here. The Varsity Sports Show, always a pleasure to be covering this wonderful high school, this wonderful team, and everything that they do. And we look to continue to grow and get better as the Pooley in shotgun formation now. Gonna just do a little handoff there, and they're gonna pick up a couple. As they're just going to look to probably run the clock out here, as we have a flag on the play.
Penalty on the play.
Let's see what the penalty's on. Looks like the refs are mulling over the discussion here. We're just waiting to see what they're going to call here.
Foul. Number 3, the defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And you heard it there.
Dead ball.
It's going to be
Dead ball. Personal foul.
another personal foul here. That's going to move the ball about 15 yards into SaberCat territory. About 2:11 left to play here in the game. Saguaro SaberCats looking to make another stop here on defense, something they've done a pretty good job at in the second half. Holy. And the Eagles on the SaberCats 42 here. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers right. And he's going to throw a little screen play to his receiver. And he's going to pick up about an 8 or 7 on that play. That's going to be just shy of the first down, as that's going to take us to around the 2-minute mark. Pooley and the SaberCats setting up here on 2nd and 2. 3 receivers left. And they're going to run that ball right up the middle here and get really close. Just shy of the first down, though. Looked like tackle was made there by number 24, Cameron McMurray, who's done a really good job today. Had a sack earlier today and done a great job as we are. McMurray doing a great job as we now near the 1.5-minute mark left in this game. Saguaro SaberCats looking to put one last stop here on defense. They're going to look to throw here. Or excuse me, they're going to look to run. And, you know, they're just going to try to run the clock out a little bit, a little quarterback draw or running back draw up the middle. They're going to take this down to less than a minute to play. They're just going to try to run out the clock here. We do have 4th down coming up here, though. As we near the end of this game, once again, thank you for tuning in here on the Varsity Sports Show. Always a pleasure covering games around Arizona, Las Vegas, Houston, Florida, you name it. Always trying to do our best here. Thank you so much to Saguaro SaberCat Nation for always letting us work here, and thanks to our production crew once as well. As the play is going to be called dead. Let's see what it's about. And it looked like to be a false start there just on the offense. So we now have 4th and 9 coming up. And they're just going to do a quarterback keep. And he's just going to be tackled down on the ground. And that looks to be, let's see. Davis Anderson with that stop there on defense. Always a great job by Coach Kelly bringing the energy. As you can see on the sideline, he is doing a great job with this rebuilding program, retooling program, and he's done a great job. First year head coach of the SaberCats, was with them obviously beforehand, but he's done a great job trying to keep that winning culture here. And you know, they still are looking for their first win, but a lot of promise and a lot of improvement over the weeks here from their young squad, as we probably have one last play coming up here for the SaberCats. Danielson gonna do one last play. He's just going to try to throw it. Maybe he's going to have some time. And he's still on his feet. He's going to find his man, Aiden Whitaker. He's going to pick up a little change there. Never hurts to get an extra rep in. And that's going to be it, folks, here at Saguaro Stadium here in Scottsdale, Arizona. The Chaminade Eagles will win 35-14 over the Saguaro SaberCats. Thank you so much to our special production team, everyone at the Varsity Sports Show.
I'm Mason Byers, and y'all have a wonderful night, and take care.